What up, meat, and welcome to the Abandoned Kingdom. Crafted by the hands of Koipen, this map made its competitive debut in RMCT 5 and will be the playing field for the semi-finals round of Artilea and New Wool. Packed with PvE and PvP challenges, this map truly tests a team's might. For those unfamiliar with the Abandoned Kingdom, this is a quick and concise tour to catch you up. From the beginning of the game, players are instantly divided, having the option to either drop down into the top of the lane or down into the resource area. Those who choose to drop all the way down can score themselves some nice supplies including iron, TNT, armor, and potions, but the ones who choose the top of the lane are able to grab some basic gear from the chest littering the landscape. Continuing on, players can find themselves at a sandstone house. They are presented with the option of dropping down into yet another resource section with plenty of iron and some diamond, or just continue along their merry way. There's a lot of TNTs placed in this resource section, creating a large terrain reaction if cannon correctly. Moving on, beyond the house is a rather steep mountain that harbors the first wool dungeon. This one deep bedrock corridor requires players to climb and descend with their ever-present risk of being shot from the other team. To make matters worse, cobwebs litter this dungeon, making the treacherous journey even more dangerous for those choosing to run it. This wool is often contested with heavy PvP, making it one of the more active battlegrounds for the map. Continuing on, passing some TNT supply chests, players will reach the mines. Speckled with iron ore, this area seems to offer great prospect to those who tread it, but in order to get the majority of what it boasts, players must brave the mine shaft. The walls and ceiling are littered with silverfish blocks, meaning that one small mistake will force players into a never-ending battle with the terrain itself. Beating this challenge will bestow gifts of diamonds and enchanting supplies onto the victor. Players whose hunger has not been satiated can choose to take on a room containing some menacing spawners in order to score some more diamond and iron blocks. Onwards from the mines, players have the opportunity to encounter the second wool dungeon. This wool is feared by many players, and for good reason. It begins innocently enough, simply requiring players to drop down a one wide bedrock hole, completely exposed to PvP pressure. But once they are saved from the arrow fire, they must then conquer the vertical shaft that rains mobs down upon them. A large portion of teams have decided to take the time to use TNT to blow up as many spawners as possible before running the wall, while some have just chosen to not waste any time and just complete it as quickly as possible. The success rate of this tactic has varied. At the very end of the lane resides a spectacularly large tree that is home to the third wool. Littered with spawners and complete darkness, this tree houses horrors and is also shared by both teams. Players are forced to race to the top where the wool box is located. Both teams have elected to tackle this wool by making their way to the top from the outside rather than facing what lies within. It is also worth noting that while teams have tried burning down this tree in the past, it will not be possible during the Artilea and New Wool tournament.